little too tall for me.
Full on, squeeze it. Go down with it.
Timmy is just not that strong. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna kind of let it go toward the sill and come around the corner. And I just want to get these two plugged up. And then we might take off around the corner just to give everybody something to do and then spend most of our time up above. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go 6 feet for the first lift. I think so. I'm sorry? Yeah. Yeah. At least for the first truss. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave that and we'll come back to it. But this will be ready to muck before too long. I think just follow me with the vibrator, Noah. Just every 12 inches. What do you think? Should I come to the corner and come back? Yeah.
Get over here and push on that way.
Okay.
So you're not like running really high, so you gotta go super fast. Drag it over there. Go like right there.
Okay.
We just always say pump on, pump off. Like that's what
Okay.
I'll try to announce it so you know.
Okay.
I shut it off and then it just stop on its own. If it stops on its own, it's probably plugged up in that reducer.
Okay.
Here it's pumped like
I'm kind of thinking I'll have Tyler run the hose, and basically it's whatever he says. I think, Tyler, let's go up there.
Okay.
We'll just let it fill. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, work your way back to Tyler.
Alright. Are you feeling something?
No.
You might start vibrating it now. It's,
Okay.
It's almost to the second board.
Okay. Yeah.
Best I can do.
Okay.
You're doing that and it's popping up a bit more.
Drop that
good.
right in here and vibrate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Pushing it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. I can.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. Noah? Yeah, we're getting real close.
I think.
Just right here?
Yeah, that's where it looks like you.
Yeah, I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. Just keep vibing as you go up. Okay.
You ain't find that you want?
Nope. just, since you're the vibe guy, stay close to me, Noah.
How are we doing down here? Looking
Good. Go ahead and vibrate right there. So it's always nice to rest up a little bit in between trucks. It's not that we're working like crazy hard, like you're just shoveling concrete all day, but there's just an element of stress trying to keep everybody busy. There's a time element involved, right? The forms are in the heat, the trucks come and go, you've got the pump guys' time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of nice just to take a quick break, and in my case, fly the drone a little bit while they bring in the next truck. Oh, really, this pour went well. There's a few things I would change, but you know, we did the best we could with the experience that we had. And there's always things to change, right? Constant improvement. That's what we're aiming for. This is a closer look at the Makita cordless concrete vibrator. We're vibrating for a few reasons. One, so that the concrete consolidates around the steel. Two, because we're pouring in lifts, or a few feet at a time. We want to vibrate that together. And then three, as the trucks come and go, we want to vibrate all of that concrete together. I am glad you're here today, Tyler.
Me too.
That's kind of fun. Yeah, I think.
You get some video of me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you.
Send that to my dad.
Yeah, I say just. Okay, I'm gonna give this back to you. Greggy's doing good.
Probably leave like a couple feet right there so it's easier to control.
Yep. As the concrete's placed right up to that line in the grade nails, I try to have somebody close by to basically flatten out the top roughly. Somebody else will come through, or else I will, or you know, however it works out scheduling wise. But we want to get it close to the line, keeping up with the pump guy. That way he doesn't overfill or underfill the form. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm also checking for those grade nails. Okay, there's the nail. There's my nails. You can see the mohawks from my fingers. We're gonna flatten that out. We use these little blue quick flash tools that we actually use for window flashing, but they're perfect for this. Pretty good. Take a look. Oh yeah. Here, let me see that real quick. That way I have footage of me doing it. Yep, so my wife came out to help us. It's just nice to have extra people. And honestly, you get a lot of moral support when she's around. Here's another look at that little blue quick flash tool. By the way, she's a nurse, so that was her day off.
No pressure, no pressure.
I don't honestly know if I would use these again. They did a good job. A little bit easier than getting a mag float in and around those spreader cleats, but it did its job. I'm not going to complain, but it's really hard on them. I think the concrete really wore the edges right off of those things. It surprised me a little bit, but it worked well. Now you can get a little bit better sense for how we're spread out. Tyler's able to just focus on pumping concrete. Noah and Brian are moving the concrete around, making sure that the lifts are vibrated together. Greg was flattening off the top. Nikki also was doing that. She was also doing some recording. This particular scene, since everybody was staying busy and I didn't want like 10 people up on the plank, then I'm flying the drone. So allows us to spread out a little bit. We weren't beat by the end of it, but it is exhausting. You're just like low-grade stress the whole time. At one point, one of the scaffolds creaked and one of the drivers thought for sure that we had a blowout. And so we scrambled, we looked around. Nope, the forms themselves never creaked. It was just that scaffold, but it kind of gave us a heart attack. Another look at the I-joist across the front there. That's keeping things nice and straight. We still have the string line there. It's braced. And of course, the concrete itself at the bottom is stabilizing those forms as it comes up. Then it's just, I don't know, stay on task, be flexible, fill in where you need, but it's just steady progress. That's what we're looking for.
See, Tyler's smart. Fold that hose. He's got the little piece of wire there on his hard hat. That's it. Once that's on, hands free. Take a little bit of a break while they swap out trucks. And we are on the home stretch. So the front is done. Now we're going back and forth across those step downs. If you overfill the step right at the step, it just causes the concrete to come bubbling out of the underside of that step or the bottom of the step. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. And then at the bottom right, you'll see here in just a minute or so that that's just the nature of it. So we try to leave a hole or a low spot so that whatever pushes up at the bottom of the step, then we're just going to lift out by hand and fill it in. So it's a little bit of a judgment call as you go, depending on the heat, depending on the slump of the concrete and timing. Sometimes we just fill them and then let the pump guy go on his way, and then we hand fill them, just that last little bit. So 2-foot steps aren't too bad. If they're bigger, then there ends up being a lot more weight. So sometimes we get it right and sometimes we don't, and the whole thing drops a little bit and we have to paddle it back in. See there at the bottom right where it's high? That's because it pushed down from the top of the step. So we're just gonna hand load it right back into the form. So there we go. And I guess I misspoke. We weren't quite done. We came back to the steps and then hopped back up to the front to finish. Where everybody's at up above, by the way, that's bucked out. That's actually the garage door. You can kind of see it on the right side of the house. We'll frame a floor and they'll pour concrete over the top of that so you have a room under the garage and then you drive in on the main level. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. We finally got this thing poured. That means that there's only one video left in the series. We're gonna strip forms, just so you get a sense of how they come apart, and then we'll be back to framing. Who knows what the future holds? But thank you, everybody, for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button. See you in the next video.